It is Dr. Rick dropping in on you. Hope everybody's having a great start to your week. Tuesday's winding down. Hopefully things are moving along as you would like them to. But remember what I always say, even if they aren't moving the way you want them to, if you're still breathing, you're still in the fight. Look, before I share my little moment with you that I hope encourages and inspires you, I want to remind you that we are in a very pivotal moment. I've been saying now for 2 years that if you don't have at least 2 independent streams of income that you control, that you are putting your financial future in jeopardy. You've heard multiple streams of income. If you've been around anyone who is worth their water in knowledge about money, you've heard the importance of having multiple streams of income. You've heard the importance of passive income. You may not have understood ways to make that happen, or you may have felt you didn't have the means through which to make that happen. But you've heard it before. Well, I'm telling you now, it has never been more prevalent of a need than for multiple streams of income than now. The entire job market is shifting. Technology revolution is in full swing. There are a lot of things that are going to take place over the next couple of years, and you need to hedge your financial security. You need to hedge your primary source of income, and one of the ways of doing that is by creating independent streams of income, especially when you're able to automate them. That's why I created the 7-day online business launch course. This course is designed to teach you how to go from A to Z in launching a business or a revenue generating stream online, and to do it multiple times in multiple diverse industries so that you diversify your income streams in creating multiple streams, again creating the balance that creates the diversity, that creates the hedging and the protection against loss. This particular system isn't something I just threw together or thought of. This is the system I've used for almost 14 years to build and grow and generate businesses online, to create revenue streams, to pursue one-off opportunities to make money. And it is repeatable. Once you learn it, you become more efficient at it. Once you become more efficient at it, you can do it even quicker. What I'm telling you, you'll be able to do in 7 days once you take this course, I can do now in half a day or less. There has been as much as I think my record is right at an hour. Now that's not building a complete website, but that's building a landing page, propagating the landing page, publishing the landing page, promoting the landing page, and getting my first sale. I'm telling you that it's possible. I'm not telling you it's easy. I'm not telling you it's a get-rich-quick scheme. I'm telling you that there is a pattern, there is a process, there is a blueprint, and it does work, and you can get it. Also, you have noticed that I've been talking a lot about the rise of AI. AI is the fastest and most rapid growing technology of all times. Faster than the internet, faster than cell phones, faster than social media. It is taking off at an unbelievable rate, and it is every day something's new popping up, and you're either going to be out in front of the trend and being pushed by the trend into opportunities, or you're going to be trailing the trend and getting swept up by the people who are taking advantage of it. And so that's life. You're either the person with the plan, or you're the person that gets used by the person with the plan. So what you want to do is you want to get out in front of it. So I did a webinar a couple of weeks ago. Webinar went well. Everybody's excited about it. I introduced the course. This is a comprehensive course. This is a course that comes in two different opportunities. You can take the base course, which is going to give you the familiarity to move around, operate, utilize, leverage AI. And then there's a certification course where you can actually not only do it and use it and leverage it for yourself, but also be certified to go out and teach other people, other businesses, how to integrate and introduce AI into their businesses, into their personal lives. I mean, this thing is got so many different angles in which you can operate. So again, that's an opportunity. Both of the opportunities for this are in the description box. If you sign up for either one of these opportunities, you're going to also get the Mind Unleashed course, which is really huge to me. It's hard to get past anything when your mind is telling you something different. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. If you don't free up the mind to pursue great things, you'll never, ever be able to get beyond the expectations. God, life, the universe, all meet you at the level of your expectations. So the Mind Unleashed course is normally $599, but whether you get the AI course or whether you get the 7-day online business launch course, you're going to get there. Also, I want to invite you to enroll in the Path to Generational Wealth course. This is a course that's regularly $2,600, but for the next day or so, it's going to be $600. So that link is going to be in there as well. That's where I'm going to leave that at. Now, let's talk real briefly. I'm not going to take any more of your time. I've told you about that. I want people to get into the habit of seizing opportunities. One of the things we do is we see opportunities and then we balk on them, or we set them aside, and we always think that because it's there now, it's going to always be there. Opportunities do have expiration dates. Doesn't mean that your destiny has an expiration date or that your purpose has an expiration date, but opportunities do have expiration dates, and we have a habit of balking on them because of one reason or another. And here's the thing. Anything worth having comes with this risk, comes with this need for you to invest and put some time, energy, effort, and money off into it. There is not going to be a situation in which you're going to gain massive ground and not put skin in the game. But we have this tendency to want to wait for an opportunity where we can get something for nothing. And that same reach for something for nothing is how people actually get conned, which is really funny to me, is that how people will look at you when you're presenting something to them and charging them for it, and look at it and think, okay, you're trying to get them. But then they're so busy trying to get something for nothing, they fall for the con. That is what makes the con so easy for con artists, is that every person that gets con is looking for something that they shouldn't be able to get for what they're getting it for. Gets hustle. I've watched it over and over and over and over again. You're trying to get something for nothing and you get took. Go out understanding that you're going to have to invest in yourself. Go out understanding that you're going to put some skin in the game. Go out understanding that sometimes you're going to stick your neck out there and it's going to get chopped. It's life. It's going to... I have had moments where I've put myself into things and got exactly what I was looking for. There have been times I put myself into things and got completely blown away, and that is what has happened over the course of life. You get some moments, but when you gain a sense of understanding, when you put time, energy, and effort into truly growing, truly getting to a point where you understand things, you're reading, you're training yourself, you're engaging information, you'll be able to better distinguish when someone's feeding you BS, when something's not what it should be. But when you're out there and you're sitting around and you are looking at everything as somebody trying to get you and you're passing up opportunities, those opportunities may not swing back around. They may not be there next week. I consistently try to keep certain things in front of you guys because I want you to take advantage of it. And because I've created these things and they're online, it's not pulling me away in the same way if I was working with you directly one-on-one. But it gives you an advantage. So I can sort of leave them out there because I've already created them. Okay, so, but what happens is, at a certain point, what I realize is people will sit up and say, well, he's going to offer something next week. He's going to offer something next week. And end up never jumping on it, because every time you pass up on an offer, you're training yourself. Every decision you make is a trainer. It's training you. It's either training you to take action. It's either training you to critique and be critical. It's either training you to pass up on opportunities. It's training you on being skeptical. You're training yourself on how you're going to move in life. Do you need to be calculated? Yes. Do you need to be careful in how you measure your risk? Absolutely. Do you need to take risks? Without question. So then if you need to take risk, you need to be out there saying, well, hey, what's going on? Look, I've been around doing this thing online for, 14 years. Almost 14. And I've been doing it over and over. I've been bringing it. The one thing I can tell you, and one thing you should all be able to know, is I've literally stood up, and this is how I've supported my family. This is how I support myself. Am I telling you it's easy? Am I telling you that it just, money just flows out of nowhere? No, I'm telling you I work my ass off. But what I do is I wake up to something that I own. I wake up to something that's growing. I wake up to something that I can be proud of. I wake up to something that I can leave my offspring. I wake up to something that's allowing me to live in my passion and my purpose, and nobody can take that away from me. Now, and then I've become so aware and adaptive that even if something happened like a few years back, I got one of my platforms snatched from me. It was my highest earning platform. I mean, 80% of my revenue was generating off that one platform. Got my entire account snatched. I rebuilt, readjusted, moved around. It's what it is. Things happen. I didn't do anything to make it happen. It happened. That's what happens. But what it did is it taught me not to wait so much into one area. Diversification of everything I was teaching and preaching. I was getting happy because I was watching all this stuff happen so fast that I'm putting more and more in there, and I got caught. But what happens is I had enough ability to sit up and say, okay, on the move, next move. Moved right into the next move, started rebuilding, started doing it. My family didn't lose anything. I was able to keep it going, and that's the thing that you have to be willing to do in this world. So it's not easy, but what I'm telling you is the better you get at it, the more challenges you're able to take on, the more things you're able to do. Stop thinking you've got forever. Stop thinking that this thing just is going to sit here. You have a destiny, but here's what I'm going to tell you as a human behavioral expert, as someone who deals with people in grief, and I'm called in a lot of times when people are, coming to the end of their lives, and they're wanting to talk to somebody, and maybe not the clergy. I'm brought in, but I am the clergy, and I am a psychologist. So I'm brought in, and you will be surprised at how many people leave this place totally in a state of regret because they didn't live in their destiny. They didn't live in their moment. They didn't seize it. They didn't build the legacy when they had their opportunity. They left the legacy behind because X, Y, Z, because they didn't want to get out of their comfort zone, because they wanted to be 100% in control of when they made the decision. Sometimes your opportunity is being presented and you don't get to sit up and say, well, I want it on my terms. The opportunity is there now. You go after opportunities. When you build, when you grow, when you get to a point where you're owning things, then you start to move on your terms. You are going to have to get to a point where you're there. So again, I just want to encourage you, man. Whether you get something from me or not, you're going to have to get in the game. That's simple. So my thing is, get in the game. Find somebody. If you don't trust what I'm doing, if you don't believe if what I'm doing is not what you're looking to do, find somebody that is and get in the game. Because I'm gonna tell you, over the next 6 months, this window is gonna narrow. And your ability to get in the game and do things with the freedom that you're able to do now, with the level of leverage that you can have now, won't be there 6 months from now. It's going to change. It's going to evolve. There's going to be a lot more going on, but it's going to be a whole lot more people with their hands in it than it is now. And then you're going to be looking to them for you to open doors and give you ways in. Well, right now you can lay the path. So again, it's up to you. I had to drop in. I had to put that on you. Look, I'm about to get off of here. I'm going to go in and relax. They already done popped out twice trying to get my attention. But I'm going to go in, sit down, relax a little bit, Got to head out, doing a little traveling tomorrow. But then I've got a conference this weekend on generational wealth, Ironman conference that I've been invited to speak at on generational wealth. And man, we really need to really truly get a grip on what's going on. I'm telling you, one penny at a time. There's an experiment I've been doing for the last 6 years. $5 here, $10, just to see what happens, with not ever putting any significant amount in, just being consistent. We are failing miserably because we simply don't understand how things work, and we're not committed to learning, and we're not committed to taking action, and we're losing. On that note, look, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. Again, if you want to take advantage of what I'm offering, the links are in the description box. Make a move. On that note, I'm out of here. As I always say, I live my life on full so that when I leave this place, I die on E. I challenge you to do the same thing. On that note, I'm out. Peace.